Welcome to TechnoInfo. Let's dive into a frustrating paradox that leaves hundreds of innovative young companies starved of capital. Imagine a brilliant startup that successfully secures its official DPIIT recognition under the landmark Startup India initiative. On paper, they have unlocked the golden gate to government support. Yet, in reality, the founders remain completely unable to touch a single dollar of financial assistance or tax relief. Why? Because they are hit by a wall of complex application procedures and a total lack of awareness about how the system actually works. This creates a dangerous execution gap between holding a piece of paper that recognizes your startup and actually using the financial tools designed to help you survive. To understand why so many recognized startups fail to access these benefits, let's look at the operational friction points. The first barrier is procedural complexity. Many entrepreneurs don't realize that getting your DPIIT recognition certificate is only step one. It does not automatically kick in your tax holidays or grant funding. To actually lock in major benefits, like the 3-year income tax exemption, founders have to file entirely separate, highly technical applications with an interministerial board. This process demands deep accounting and legal precision. The second barrier is informational isolation. Early-stage founders are completely consumed by building their product, managing operations, and hunting for customers. They simply do not have the time to crawl through decentralized government websites. Because different grants, patent subsidies, and procurement perks are managed by entirely separate departments, many startups remain completely oblivious to the financial lifelines they already qualify for. The third barrier is the compliance burden itself. Without a dedicated legal team, the sheer amount of documentation required to prove eligibility can feel completely overwhelming. When faced with endless forms, many founders simply give up, choosing to keep their focus on keeping the business alive day to day rather than losing weeks to red tape. So, how do we fix this policy disconnect and ensure startups get the help they were promised? We must evaluate the power of structural simplification. First, the ecosystem needs a unified, single-window framework. The moment a startup receives its DPIIT recognition, the portal should automatically pull their corporate data to pre-fill applications for tax exemptions and public tenders. Removing this repetitive paperwork allows a small, agile team to unlock fiscal benefits without losing precious time. Second, we must implement a proactive digital concierge model. Instead of making founders search for help, the central startup platform should use smart filtering to directly match a company's profile with open grant windows, government seed funds, and state-backed incubation spaces tailored to their specific industry. Third, we must introduce simplified self-certification pathways. Replacing intimidating multi-stage review boards with clear, objective eligibility checklists speeds up the approval process, getting capital into the startup's bank account when it matters most. To visualize the final solution, we have to move away from the old, fragmented application model that drains a startup's energy. By transitioning to a frictionless lifecycle model, where recognition automatically unlocks eligibility mapping and leads to one-click capital activation, we turn policy intentions into real economic fuel. Ultimately, official recognition proves a startup has potential, but stripping away administrative friction is what actually gives them the runway to scale.